This is James's dinner or breakfast maybe for today. It's the tempura shrimp from the public professor Dr. Matthew Tata presentation. Just some reheats that we put in our pocket on the way out. And beets, what do you call it? Avocado with asparagus and leeks, turnip, kohlrabi, yam, and that green cauliflower with a sauce. And I'll explain how I made that. And the carrot chai, he said just a very little bit. I asked him if he wanted to try it. And bell pepper juice. So I'm going to be talking about a few books today. The Complete Guide to Machine Quilting. Excellent. Tatting Patterns. The Tatted Artistry of Taiko Fujito. Let's see. Tatting Artistry in Thread. And Celtic Tatting Knots and Patterns. And I'll see if they'll stay up. It's not windy, they're very thin books, and I don't know, I might have to set them down. Anyway, today I am dressed, I should put it on the back of it because I don't think you'll see my head. You might want to, I don't know, because I'm wearing this lovely wig, which, I'm going to get it caught on the chair now. See, that's the problem. I'm getting caught on everything. I'm Rapunzel, and I am realizing how much of a nightmare it would be to be Rapunzel. Just trying to wear this wig. It's wonderful because it's really, there's so much hair here. But, boy oh boy, I don't really know what to do with all of it. I think I'm going to have to just, I think Rapunzel would have worn her hair in a braid or a bun, and definitely not like this, because wow, is this ever a pain. And like, it's getting caught on my dress thing, on the hem, and it get caught on everything. When I was pulling out the dinner and stuff, it was getting caught on the door. Whew. Anyway, I wanted to wear it with my pink princess dress. Leave a lady dress. Anyway, see what I mean? Everywhere. So, and this side now. Wow, it's incredible. So anyway, but I decided to wear it with this one because I'm going to wear the pink dress for a different thing. But anyway, but next year I'll probably wear the pink dress. Anyway, I'm going to drink a little bit of this tea to warm myself up and probably spill it on my pretty dress. Yum. And the sauce I made with, because I was not feeling like cooking, I roasted all these vegetables, which it's easy, right? You just wash them, chop them, and stick them in the roaster pan. And then I was gonna make a sauce with cream corn baby food, because I can make it with that or butternut squash baby food or yam baby food mixed with nutritional yeast and tamari. That's what it's called. The stuff that's like soy sauce. Or namashoyu or whatever, you can use that. That's the unpasteurized soy sauce. I don't know if I said that right. And then some seasoning. My mother was a big fan of Mrs. Dash when I was growing up. You could put that in, or you can put some other things. Anyway, and I was frantically looking for stuff, and then I got frustrated, and I decided that's it. I'm just gonna put the stuff together without like mixing it in the copper pot, because I didn't feel like looking for stuff anymore.
Man, I'm sad we missed that first public professor presentation.
I know, that's the one I wanted to see more than anything.
Yeah,
But
probably of all time. Oh, well.
But I really enjoyed the robots one.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It's not cute.
So I guess I'll read my robot notes. Cochlea, snail-shaped part of ear. Inside is the basilar membrane. Thick end, low frequency, thin end, high frequency. Basilar membrane works like a prism for sound. It spreads sound out so it can be heard and understood. It sorts sound by frequency. And it's like, you know how apparently the way eyes see things is not the way your brain tells you they see things? Well, it's not that way with your ears either. And so like a noise over here will be heard over here and whatever. And anyway, sound gets to one ear microseconds before it gets to the other. The brain uses a circuit neurons to determine where sound is coming from. Sounds separated spatially as well as by frequency. The midbrain sees sound very differently, complicated. The dog's barking image was most interesting since it was moving when I couldn't hear the noise. And I should have known that it would be that way, right? Because dogs hear sounds that we can't hear. They're also making sounds we can't hear. So I found that really interesting. So cortex tracks sound in time by locking the phase of electrical oscillations to the phase of acoustic oscillations. Our brain predicts what sound is coming next. We don't actually hear sound as words. Filter bank replaces basilar membrane. Beamforming replaces midbrain. Recurrent neural networks replace cortex, and I put a question mark there because I wasn't sure if I wrote that down right. iCub is adorable. It knows who is speaking and watches speaker. iCub also recognizes his name. So if iCub was sitting there having a deck dinner with us, and I'd be happy to feed him because I don't think he would eat very much. And he's adorable. So while I'm speaking here, he'd be looking at me thinking, what in the world is she saying? Much like the dogs do. Well, sometimes, like when the dogs are sitting with James and he's blabbing on at me about something, and sometimes they'll look at me like, see, Pauline, don't you get it? And so it's like, yeah, they're all teaming up with, it's like, we're on Team James. Pay attention.
That's
You know, we already know this as a team.
They do that when you're talking. Now look over.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not just Team James.
No, they just want to make sure that everyone's on the same page. It's hilarious when they do.
Yeah. So anyway, these books are great. And when I got them, you know what? I'm going to lay them down because. Do you think they'll stay up? No. Okay.
No, just Well, yeah, you're gonna have to center them on that glass.
Oh, well. You know what? I'm going to leave them there. There's some beautiful designs in there. I've marked a couple in this one. This is, I marked page 79, which shows the little tatting instrument, which looks like, I don't know if that's a scallop. It looks like a shell. Maybe like a clamshell sort of ish, but longer and anyway. And so I figure that's what they used to use, would have been a shell for tatting. And then, held together, whatever. And it's just really interesting learning about these old arts. And I was thinking, okay, I'm going to go get a bunch of embroidery thread and I'm going to get tatting. And then I thought, wow, I have a lot of other things I should be doing besides tatting. And so I wore my Rapunzel costume today, thinking, if I were Rapunzel in a tower, I'd probably be tatting, because what else are you going to do up in the tower? But
braiding your hair.
Yes, because this hair is crazy. So
One hair got loose in there, and Opie was very intrigued.
so
Use it, Mom.
anyway, I marked a couple other designs somewhere in here of hearts and stuff like that, and there's beautiful
You just
designs.
might as well show.
Okay.
Center it. No, hang on.
And then I thought, I bet you I could just mimic these designs with a machine quilter. So if I one day get a machine quilter, a nice quilting machine, which I would love to have, one day, if we're millionaires, I will have a really nice sewing machine, because I'm tired of buying sewing machines that are broken from the thrift store, and it's very frustrating. And
Most
anyway,
of the stuff we get from the thrift store isn't broken, but the sewing machines tend to be.
so I plan to have my grandma help me fix my sewing machine this year, and I didn't do it because I didn't even want to go visit. I was so depressed. But she tried to make me feel very welcome and loved. Anyway, but I could do tatting patterns which are really beautiful with a machine quilter, I figure, and I should just do that. I should plan to do that and not plan to ever tat in my life. So I'm going to return these wonderful books to the public library. They came from Thelma Fanning Memorial Library in Nanton, and
Thank you, Nanton. Thank you.
And this one came from McGrath Public Library.
Thank
Very
you, McGrath.
excellent
Thank
books.
You. Yeah.
So I would recommend them to anybody who feels like tatting. But honestly, I think I better do other things besides tatting. It would take me a long time to learn how to tat, and I don't think I should do it. That's what I have decided. So if I were Rapunzel in a tower, I'd be tatting. But since I am Pauline in this house in my horrible neighborhood, I don't think I'll be tatting. So that's that. But I will be eating asparagus and turnip and stuff. You didn't eat your turnip. I just gave you a tiny little piece.
Which is the turnip? That one, what is it?
Kohlrabi.
Okay.
Anyway, anything else to talk about?
Not really, no.
Okay, that's it for us.
Except the
then.
weather's kind of weird to have these flakes of snow coming down.
But it's
Same
not
thing as
too
yesterday.
cold. I expected it to be really
Yeah,
cold,
just-
so I have a lot of clothes,
Yeah.
like all bundled up with sweaters and stuff underneath
He's got the
my
sweater
princess
underneath the
costume. So I look like a chubby princess, but I'm really not. But that's okay. Right?
Yeah, I think you're more warmly dressed than I am. See, the good thing is that my coat was warm when I
Well,
put it on.
wearing this great big long hair wig is pretty.
Yeah.
I've got to get it off. There's going to be hairs stuck to everything now. It's terrible. Okay, I've got to try to get out of here without getting everything trapped. Am I caught on it? No,
Yeah.
I am. Okay.